5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Who do we have here?
Hi, I'm Michael.
And I'm whoever you want me to be. And we are.
Oh, I want you to be Cleo.
And together we are
California travel videos and beyond.
And
beneath us, oh, excuse me, above us all. Who do we have down there?
Baldwin.
Oh.
Major Pain.
Major Pain. And Colorado Martini.
Yo, Major.
We got to get their names back up.
We do. They're nameless. They are man and woman of mystery.
Well, I thank everybody who is joining us. I see a lot of you out there in the chat room. Thank you, Sue, for being here and for being a wonderful moderator. And I'll see Whoa Nelly, Lucy, and Brian. And hi, TGIF Bree. Let's see. Red's here. Haven't seen Red for a while. How you doing? Thanks.
New Horizons, Susan. Hey, Susie Q.
I see Colorado Martini in the chat. She's here too.
How can this be?
Well, we've got lots of fun in store for you. We have an hour and a half of fun. We're going to tell 4 spooky stories at least, or show you 4 spooky stories.
Or more.
We have Michael, the mysterious mental psychic, who will tell our fortunes in the second half of the show. So if anybody needs a good reading, put a couple thoughts in there. We're going to talk about those.
I have my crystal ball. That's why I have no children.
You don't.
Crystal balls.
That wasn't even on my joke list, honey.
See what happens when
no Halloweenies.
15 minutes. And in the
we have some more people in the house, don't we? Red. Can you say with a red or writing red?
I don't think that was my accent when I was walking like an Egyptian.
No. Whoa, Nelly, Lucy, and Brian, and lovely Pupster. Welcome. Bree. Howdy, Bree.
And in the second half of the show, we are going to have a costume party where we're going to invite anybody who'd like to come on up and be on the panel with us. And we've got some
like
fun,
the Dysons, perhaps?
Yeah, we've got some fun spins with some awards and some prizes. So let's get ready.
Welcome, NJ.
Rumble. Oh, yeah, we have one other fun thing coming on, and I'm going to just tell you.
But wait, there's more.
Right. Shaken, but not stirred.
Stirred.
Because
Martini
is here to mix it up a little bit. Hee-hoo.
That's what we're here for, just to drink and show you how to make alcohol.
Welcome, Andre. Make love, not war. Watch out for that husband of yours, señorita.
Oh, look, we have I pinned in the chat room. Has anybody ever had a paranormal experience? Tell us about it in the comments. And we have, let me see, let me scroll back down here.
Ted Prohowich. Welcome, Teddy.
Can you highlight that if you see it? There we go. I got it. All righty. And he said, I saw a ghost in my basement in 2015. It looked just like someone, well, this is kind of weird, who lived here in 1914. But my question is, how do you know what somebody looked like who lived in that house 101 years ago?
It sounds like you researched
Maybe some good research. Yeah.
Yes.
Or maybe there
Google, be our friend.
Yeah, maybe there were pictures in the attic. You know,
it's so rare to see a full body apparition like that. Very rare.
Yeah. Yeah, my great grandmother left diaries in the her barn, in the top where the hay is, way in the back. And somebody pulled those out. They're from the World War II, and they're boring, sadly, sorry, just about selling laundry and stuff like that. But it was like 60 years before they found them. So who knows? Maybe there were pictures in the house. Nate says he sees ghosts every day.
Ooh, baby.
I feel him, you know. I have paranormal experience every morning. When I get up, it's like the dead rising.
I thought you did that when you were young, Patrick. I didn't know still.
I can relate to that.
And I can attest to it.
Ah, an attestation. I like it.
Hello, Kenneth. Good to see you.
With AKA the Ford Man.
So if anybody has any extraordinary experiences or ghost or just mysterious that they want to share, put that in the comments. Or if you have any jokes to tell, I do have one. Does anybody know where a ghost goes for the holidays? Anybody?
No,
Anybody?
Is it punny? I think it's punny.
The Bahamas.
The Bahamas.
Okay, hold on.
I don't know how I didn't know that.
By the way, while Cleopatra is gone, I can get a word in edgewise. We are going to have some prizes and contests. So we're going to have some money, honey, for those who want to be into the giveaway, the StreamYard giveaway. We're going to do some spins later on in the hour. So stay tuned. Are we going to do that at about 45-minute mark, honey?
We are going to do that at about just the 45-minute mark. So about 5:15 when we do the costume party, we'll do a spin as well. So let's go ahead and get into some of those stories. I'm going to go ahead and gear up a video that Colorado Martini did a while ago, and she's going to give you a little bit of background while I get it pulled up here for us.
So Patrick and I started making videos a long time ago, and way before YouTube. And we always had huge Halloween parties. It was like this thing of our daughter's school was us having these big parties. And so I'd make videos and music videos to go play all the time during the party. And in between the music videos, we'd make these like fun videos. And so this video is one of them. So you'll see that it's not wide angle like we do today. And it's with my kids who are all in their 20s now. And the three of us made it, to my two daughters and I. And it's just kind of how we got started in video. And you got to get to see us in infancy of our video making.
So now,
An oldie but goodie.
what time period was this?
This was 2000.
Early 90s, huh?
No, this was no, because we were I did that in Arizona, so it was 2007, 2008.
2008.
Well, you guys were creative then as well. So I'm going to go ahead and roll this.
Hey, have I ever told you guys that I can do the creepiest witch laugh? Watch. But one of my favorites stands out this season, and I thought I'd share it with you. So you'll see that my kids are very young because they're all grown now, and that I have really short hair. So enjoy. I give you Blair Witch Mom. I've been running for hours. This is Denise Knowles, and I'm trapped. They've been chasing me for hours, and I can't seem to shake them. I'm so scared. Why won't they just leave me alone? I just can't take it anymore. Mom,
I can so relate to that. I remember
Was that
those
originally
days.
on VHS?
probably.
Yeah, that I remember when
I don't know if we can handle that, honey. We have enough money to pay copyrights on that? This looks like that's primo material.
Thanks
Woohoo!
for reminding me.
Namaste.
I am going to be putting the links to the videos if you don't get to catch them here, or if you want to see them again after the show. I will be adding the links to the description. So make sure you check them out on their channel as well, and hit that like, thumbs up, and leave them a comment there.
Thank you.
Awesome job, Denise.
Yeah, we used
Who's
to
your
do stuff like
cameraman?
that all the time, and then we finally found our platform on YouTube.
You did, yes. And a lot of other places too. Where else have you been? Tell us some more about your blog and other things you do. You've got a lot of stuff going on.
Well, most of our stuff is travel and adventure with some history mixed in. And I'm sorry, but this thing is really hard to talk with.
You look like Jose Cuervo.
I look like my dad the one time he tried to grow a mustache.
Does it,
In the 70s, my dad had a full-on porn stash.
Patrick, does that tickle your fancy?
Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah, what was I talking about?
Your dad's porn stash.
Yeah, my dad's porn stash.
I'm
we
thinking
started our channel as we were writing a book on martinis,
That's not the question.
and I thought the question was, what do we do on our channel?
Close enough.
wait. Did somebody say martinis?
Martini.
That sounds like an awesome idea.
It does, doesn't it? Well, I tell you what, I'm going to go make her a drink and she can continue her story because she will be uninterrupted that way.
Okay, and while she tells the story, maybe she can give us some directions how to make those martinis.
So, anyways, we started our channel as we were writing a book on martinis, and so that's where the name name of the book was Colorado Martini, and so that's where the name of our channel comes. And so we used to do lives all the time on YouTube and pretty much get drunk on our lives and teach people to make martinis. And so we still do that sometimes, where we, have martinis on our occasional lives that we have. And this was the one we're making. When Grace and I talked about doing martinis tonight, I was like, well, we got to do a Halloween theme one. And so I kind of picked a candy theme. And so we're going to be making a gummy bear martini. We also sometimes make a punk. This is a pumpkin vodka. So sometimes we make a pumpkin martini, which is in our book. It's not out yet. I don't know if it ever will be. Or for Halloween, we'll make a black martini. You can get black vodka. It's made with charcoal. And you can actually make your own by getting charcoal like at the health food store and just putting it in the vodka to make it black. So you can serve people black.
It can leave you with a black tongue.
She's already got a black mustache.
Not as bad as when you do the black, because remember when we first started experimenting with it, we would do black candy, and it was just like we did black. We made a black dye with all the colors, with the 3 colors, and it was like all over our lips and stuff. Okay, this is going.
Oh man,
I can't talk.
Let me see that. So what's in this drink?
I want what she's drinking.
So what's in this drink? So again, this is the Gummy Bear Martini to keep up with the Halloween theme of candy. It's 1.5 ounces of raspberry vodka, 1 ounce of cranberry juice, 1 ounce of peach schnapps. And why don't you get that bottle? Because it's
which one?
It says peach schnapps, but it's called peach tree on the bottle, if you're looking for it, and a splash of grenadine. And then there's a white version also that you don't use grenadine, you use sweet and sour instead, and you don't use cranberry juice, and so it's and you use 7-Up, and so they call that a white gummy bear. And then you garnish it with gummy bears, and so it's called Peach Tree. This is the same people that make peach schnapps. So when you ask the guy at the store, do you have any peach schnapps? He's going to end up giving you Peach Tree. So again, it's 1.5 ounces of raspberry vodka, 1 ounce of cranberry juice, 1 ounce of peach schnapps, and a splash of grenadine.
Ice.
And ice.
That sounds delicious.
Ooh.
Well, we'll wait for you.
What do we have here, my darling Cleopatra?
You're ahead of us.
We've got some gummies for the dummies. Hi, Tim.
Yummy for the tummy.
Lauren, good to see you here. Oh, you know what? I need a shaker too. It's supposed to be shaken and not stirred, but I didn't have a top and I didn't want it to go all over. I've got it set up back here. So,
Bond, James Bond.
I forgot how good these were.
Let's see.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty.
That is good.
Isn't that good?
Mm.
So I propose a toast to all the wonderful YouTubers and creators that are in the room.
And to those
Cheers.
and to those who come and watch as well. Because with
we will drink to that.
Chat, everybody in the chat, everybody.
And don't forget alcohol.
we
Our
are
friend.
here for you. So Red said she soaked some gummy bears in vodka once, and they were yummy gummies.
For the tummy.
Right out of my mouth. So we do that too, where you want to do it in a casserole dish, not a metal one.
Drunken gummy.
Drunken gummies is what they're called. And so you put vodka in like a a glass casserole dish, not a metal one, and then you put you lie your gummies flat in there, and they soak up the vodka and they expand.
Yeah, they get jolly.
I think somebody did that at the last meetup group, not in Mayberry, but the one before that. No, it was actually when we went to the Escapers Club. Somebody was supposed to do it at the lock crawl, and I guess it was too hot or something happened, and they didn't do it right, and they all kind of like melted into a big mush of vodka.
Well, to get around that, you do Jello shots, which are in the little plastic cups, or like little ramekins, plastic ramekins, and you make your Jello shot in there, with Jello and vodka. You Jello, the flavor you like, mix it with vodka instead of some, If it calls for a cup of water, a cup and a half of water, you
To substitute
do a cup of vodka and
That's how my
have a
mom
cup of
used to
water.
do
Little bit of propane or kerosene or diesel.
And then you take the gummy bear and put it right in the middle of the ramekin, and then let your Jello set, your Jello shot, and then you just go.
Yeah, the gummy bear looks like he's,
Do you know, actually, I have a confession to make. I just sank my
Confessions
teeth
time?
I know I only had 2 sips and I'm already telling truth.
Ooh, truth serum. I like this. Thank you.
Truth serum.
Way to go, Denise.
So I just sank my teeth into the first gummy I've ever had in my life. They're harder than I anticipated. I thought that they were more like mushy, but they're kind of really chewy, aren't they?
So
how have you been so deprived all your life?
I had to give them to my children. I gave everything to my children.
Yeah.
So we forgot the gummies because you garnish with gummy.
Yeah.
And let me show you why. Because Mr. Martini, for some reason, thinks that we have 1 million kids come to our door.
Oh,
And there's one more back, but it's popping my microphone.
Denise, you hit below the belt.
I saw the Reese cup. What else
We
is
get
there?
I'm trying to explain. We get like 300 kids a year.
No, only when we do our haunted house. We're not doing
Oh,
it.
you're saying they just come for the
They
haunted
come for
house?
the haunted house.
Oh, man. I'll count them this year. I'm willing to bet we get 300. Each one of those bags is just 50 pieces. So there's only 200 pieces of candy there. 55 pieces. And that's the big bag.
Wait, oh my God. And then we'll end up eating it.
Yeah,
I don't
she'll end up eating it.
I'll end up eating it.
Oh, you will not be eating. I know you're going to take some of it and rub it on your bodies, but we don't want to hear about that stuff. It's just okay.
It's quicker just
I
to
have to
bathe
keep
in it.
this marvelous Michael under wraps. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and play the second video, and you get your mind out of the gutter while we're there, Michael. And
Number 2.
and then I will tell you the real story. So let's go ahead and play that. This one is called The Ghost of Niles Canyon.
The legend of the White Witch story is one that has survived more than 80 years, possibly even 100. It is said that a woman and the love of her life were returning from an event that was being held in Sonoma, California. It is unclear if this event was a prom or a wedding. However, when the event had ended and the two lovers left by way of Niles Canyon, a winding old road that snakes between Fremont and Sonoma, there was an accident in which her lover was killed instantly, and she perished while trying to find help. On dark, stormy nights, the lady in white flags down the motorist. Some claim they have even picked her up, and she has asked them to take her to San Francisco. But before they reach the bridge that takes them across the bay, she has mysteriously disappeared. The legend is so compelling that local psychics have attempted to reach her. One claimed, "Oh, she's so sad, she's afraid, and she's lost." An investigative reporter went out to the canyon one night with a thermal camera and walked along the secret sidewalk.
This is honestly the strangest thing I've ever seen.
As she heard what sounded like footsteps walking nearby, she turned the camera toward the sound she was hearing to scan the area, and she could see a human figure walking parallel to her on the other side of the foliage. Hearing this particular story raised a hair on the back of my neck as I recalled the night in the 80s when some friends and I went out to the secret sidewalk ourselves. We too heard the footsteps, but when we stopped to listen, the footsteps would stop also. We even used our flashlights to scan the area, and we could see nothing. But once we started walking, so would the footsteps. At one point, we threw an old tin can toward the noise we were hearing. A few seconds later, the same tin was thrown back at us. This was the point in which we all ran. Yes, there are many stories that come out from Niles Canyon. However, they always go back to Mary Ann, who some also call the White Witch.
Ah, I'm scared. Ah!
I had lived in the Bay Area or we lived in the Bay Area for years.
I don't know this person.
And I had never heard that story.
Where did you live in the Bay?
In Brentwood.
And I used
Okay,
to work
that's
in
a little
Covington.
further. Yeah,
think
but
I
yeah,
drove that
Fremont
route
and
all
Niles
the time.
Canyon, where Charlie Chaplin movies were filmed.
Where?
You know, I moved there in like 72 or 73, and the White Witch was already legendary. But that's a true story in the 80s. That's one time I ran. I've taken Michael there. He's ran. What are you holding, my love?
She lived in the Bay Area.
I lived in the Bay Area.
So wait, now back up. Where were Charlie Chaplin films?
Charlie Chaplin movies were filmed in Niles and Niles Canyon. We're going to do a video on that one day soon.
Oh, I totally want. I love stuff like that.
Yeah, they have Charlie Chaplin days there. It's
I love
That's why, you know,
movie locations.
they didn't do talkies back in those days, and that's why Grace has never hardly anything to say at all.
They all left me speechless.
Well, you know that we just did a recent video. We do a lot of stuff on Santa Fe because we're talking about retiring in northern New Mexico, so we're spending a lot of time there right now. And we did a video on El Rancho de las Golondrinas.
Easy for you to say. You know, she practiced that for weeks.
For
actually.
weeks.
Yeah, for weeks.
It's a mouthful.
It's a Southern California accent.
And so
You has been
anyways, they have
muy
filmed
bueno.
they filmed a lot of movies there and still do. And one of them was Young Guns. They did Young Guns there.
We were watching one the other night.
And that was my point.
yeah,
Yeah.
you have a point.
What was that movie?
It was Tom Hanks. News of the World.
Yeah, that new movie that Tom Hanks did, the
it's a
News of
year
the
or two
World.
old.
Yeah, where he's like protecting the little girl.
Yeah, decent movie, Tom.
And so we're like
Lou
watching
Diamond
it. And I'm
Phillips,
like,
right?
that's the schoolhouse in El Rancho de las Golondrinas. And it was like, I totally recognized all, you know, and just to the left, there's a picnic bench.
Yeah, face it, if you want to do a movie about the Old West, you just go to New Mexico because it hasn't changed in 120 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that recent tragedy is actually a famous ranch that's just outside of Santa Fe. And they filmed quite a bit there,
A lot of
westerns.
Yes.
There. And it's all it is a movie set. It's not an old ghost town or anything. It's just, it was built strictly as movie sets. And it's a pretty cool place. And
I saw that video. It was great.
so, well, no, this is different than the one where the recent tragedy happened. The one where the recent tragedy happened is oh my God, the Bonanza Ranch. I couldn't remember the name of it. Bonanza Ranch. And then the video that we did was Rancho de las Golondrinas, which is the Spanish heritage ranch. It's outside of Santa Fe.
What does that mean?
The ranch,
English.
the Ranch of the Swallows.
There we go.
I think that's the one I saw though, because you mentioned the Young Guns, and that's where it was filmed in Lou Diamond Phillips. We have a special treat from Whoa Nelly I'm going to bring up here. She made a video special and exclusively for us to premiere tonight. So let me go ahead and pull that up. And also in the links, I will post her video as well that she will be making public after ours is done. So we definitely want to thank
You're going to love it.
It is. It's great. So we introduce you to the Wave Rider. Oops, honey, can you take
Go get him, Wave.
Can you take the chat message off so it gets full screen, please? Thank you.
Home.
Wave Rider, a ghost story. Gabe was a surfer, spending all his free time out in the ocean, riding the waves. One day he went out to surf, even though it wasn't safe due to a strong storm.
I can do this. I can ride the larger waves caused by the crushing storm.
The storm father rumbled.
You should not be out here in my storm.
Gabe yelled at the storm.
But I can ride your biggest wave. I have practiced all my life.
The storm father once again rumbled.
If you try to ride my biggest wave, you will forever be a part of the ocean. You will not be able to return to your human life. I will keep you here forever.
Finally, Gabe became tired of riding the waves. Occasionally, he would look upon the shore and long to rest. But every time he tried to get close to shore, he kept being washed out to sea. During a storm, if you look closely enough, you can see the ghost of Gabe riding the waves.
Yeah, bravo, bravo.
Writer. Ho, 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 ho.
Good job, Lucy.
Lucy. Let's give her a big standing round of applause.
Honey, you have something you want to show us?
I've seen that.
You were doing a
Well-
little dance.
What did you have in mind, baby?
What are you wearing?
Whatever you
What do
want
you
me
got
to.
on underneath that robe, big guy?
Do I see a logo on your chest?
This sounds like
Oh, the logo. The logo.
Is that a logo, or are you just happy to see me?
This is a Grace's logo. Watch yourself now, Grace. California travel videos and beyond. Michael and Grace, happy trails. And she has her nice heart starting in California and going around and around and ending up on the right coast,
That is very cool.
not the
Very
left
cute.
coast.
We
Very
have
good one, Grace.
merch.
Good logo.
Not quite available yet, but we have merch. Well, we've got about 10 minutes or so before we move into the costume party and Michael's fortune telling. And Michael's been working on his video. You know, he's one of those students that he's given the information to write a report about 3 weeks in advance. And the night before, he stays up really late. And right before it's time to put in the paperwork, he's still working on it. So I don't know, honey. Do you have that for us?
Guilty as charged. And if I go over here to the MSI laptop screen, I do believe I should be able to. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Light my fire. Let's see if I can get the MSI laptop. Hey, Sheena want to come up, so I will push the buttons manually. I may have to take off some glasses, senoritas. So, okay. I think we want to go to the screen number here. There we go. And we'll make Mr. Michael small, very, very small. And we're going to go over here and get the mouse over to that screen. And we're going to start off with the background behind. Grace said, you know, I would like to see you do something in California that's spooky. And it's like, well, it would be Alcatraz, Winchester House of Mystery. Yeah, Winchester House of Mystery. So here we go. First part of it coming up soon.
James Stewart. As vicious Waco Johnny Dean, who killed to get the gun.
Killed, I tell you,
Stephen
killed.
McNally, brutal, deadly, who wanted the rifle to slaughter men.
Oh, don't do that.
Quite an efficient rifle. They always drew the shells in my face, though.
It's scary. It's scary. So we have more. Hold on. We have another one coming up.
But wait,
And this will
there's
be
more.
the Winchester House of Mystery. What's the backstory?
Founded in 1866 by clothing manufacturer Oliver Winchester, the Winchester Repeating Arms Company was a prominent American maker of the repeating rifle, located in New Haven, Connecticut. Now, by 1873, they invented a new and improved version, appropriately named the Winchester Model 1873, that was more affectionately known as the gun that won the West. Well, Oliver Winchester unfortunately died in 1880 with his son William only taking over for a few months before himself dying of tuberculosis. So William's wife Sarah was distraught over their daughter's earlier infant death 16 years earlier, and now her father-in-law Oliver, along with her husband William, passing, as well as her mother, all in the same year. With her tidy inheritance of $550 million in today's dollars, 5 years later, in 1885, the distraught Sarah moved west across the country to build a new home in San Jose, California, that she initially called La Landa Villa, later to be known as the famous, the Winchester House. While in the 1906 San Francisco earthquake greatly damaged Sarah's home and trapped her in a room until the carpenters could free her with a crowbar, apparently the spirits hung around for the mansion. So over the years, Sarah oversaw continuous 7x24 going room additions until her death in 1922 due to heart failure at age 22, ostensibly of old age and not being frightened to death. Sarah held the belief that she was cursed by the spirits of those killed by a Winchester rifle. And that was the only way to protect her by continuously adding on confusing rooms to her whopping 160-room California mansion. Back in 1924, magician Harry Houdini, you know that name? Made a Halloween night visit, believing he would debunk the paranormal stories. But he left with more questions than answers and deemed alone the mystery house. And that's the rest of the story. Well, a little bit more. In 1963, it was incorporated to become a state historical landmark. In 1974, with nighttime flashing tours beginning in the 1980s.
And I have a 6-question test. You may have some more that you want to add on it, but we're going to do part 3, which is from the movie trailer.
Somebody told me there was
It's a gargantuan 7-storied structure with no apparent rhyme or reason. Grieving widow.
Mrs. Winchester, it's a pleasure to finally meet you.
I feel your presence in the air, in the wall. It has found the spirit killed by the rifle. We lock them away. 13 nails seals them in. The spirit has a power we've not seen before.
Whoa.
That was cool.
Welcome to the Hotel Winchester House of San Jose.
So it looks like Dee, welcome Dee, has been there, and Red has been there. Have you been there, Colorado Martini?
You know, it's so funny. We lived in the Bay Area for so long and we never went. It was always on our agenda, bucket list, but we never went.
Yeah, never made it down.
Our kids have.
Admirer of the rifle, though.
You've been there, right, Michael?
I have been there, and it is fun.
I think I'm one of the very few that have not been there. I'm afraid. Very, afraid.
The Karnak has some questions, though. Number 1. Well, first off, what do you believe the spirits were thinking? Number 1. Indeed, the spirits were confused and left Sarah's Winchester house alone for her 73-year life. Number 2, and you go ahead and put your answers in the comments. Number 2, the spirits felt sorry for her guilt and left her tormented soul alone.
No, that didn't happen.
Number 3, no, the spirits were so busy laughing at her additions, they didn't want to spook her. Number 4, all each of the spirits wanted was a room of their own. And since there were only 159 spirits that made it to San Jose, they all had a room and left the master for the niece, Sarah. Yes.
Do you
Yes.
know why they didn't make it the rest of the spirits?
Why?
Because they got lost. They didn't know the way to San Jose.
Whoa.
Touche. Wah, 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 wah. Number 5. The oculist, I guess that's a person who they talked to, or sounds like something on of some glasses that Facebook sells. The oculist was convinced Sarah and the spirits took her family and would also take her if she didn't continue to build rooms. Actually had a husband who was a building contractor and needed the work.
No.
Oh.
Money makes people
Number
stay.
6. None of the above. Please respond with yours. So tell us what your thoughts are and why she did it, and was it successful? Inquiring minds simply must know.
Well, I already know the reason why, because I have my crystal ball too. And we're going to be moving into that realm.
Is it time?
Pretty soon, in about 2 or 3 minutes, and you can tell us, I sense I'm getting this calling and this feeling. There's some names. Do you hear those names, Michael?
I am hearing, I'm seeing things too.
My crystal ball.
I'm a little upside down on my Chinese side of my Chinese is coming out. I'm feeling a little upside down today.
You're upside down every day, honey. Hello.
Yes, we must get caught up with all the comments. I'm going to go back a little bit. D. Box Van D. Miss Q22 herself. 21st through the 23rd of January. Be there or be square. I don't really do Halloween. Sorry. Okay.
Oh,
number 4 says, whoa, Nelly. Number 4, by the way, was each of the spirits wanted was a room of their own. And since there were only 159, that made it easier to go to San Jose, or as Grace would say, do you know the way to San Jose?
Right.
And forever is here. Woof, woof. Hey, Gracie Charlie, how do you do? I plead the 5th on hearing voices. And we can't wait to get to 022 up there where Gracie Seeking Adventures is. Shh, shh, don't let anybody else know, but we loved it last year. And there's somebody we see that, yes, go ahead.
And she's kicking off her solar adventure around the United States. So go, Gracie, with your bad self.
Oh, okay.
So if she's hearing voices, that's great. She'll have company.
Way to go, Red. Me too. Yeah, we love that song. Number 6, yes, something else, Gracie. I agree. We do, and lots of hearts there. Thank you from Gracie, Charlie, Gracie, Lucky Dog. Thank you for helping today. Mobang, Tim, and we got Tim for Time for Exploring too. Good to have our bros here, some of our buds, and Roland. Hey, how you doing there, fella? Welcome from Iowa. Hope life is good out your way. And Grace is bouncing through. We're both hitting the buttons there. Grace, I cannot keep up with everything you're saying, so I'm going to let you go.
Okay, so So we're going to transform into that second half of our show. And I was thinking, darling, that you can, you've got that hat on. Would you stop clicking the button, please?
No, it's my turn. When you're busy flapping your jaws, I'm going to start pushing buttons, baby doll.
There's a method to my madness.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to move into phase 2. You're wearing a hat. You have a crystal ball. Do you have a fortune for us? Is anything coming
I
through?
do. But
Anything
first,
at all?
the questions must come. The answer is 3 times. What is the question?
A lady.
3 times a lady. Can you sing it, baby doll, Miss Cleopatra?
Once, twice, 3 times a lady. Now you know why other people sing.
How'd you come up with that? I didn't even tell you that one.
Was that the
Good
answer?
job. It was the answer,
One for me,
apparently.
one for me.
And how about for Denise and Patrick? Do you have any questions? I'm looking into my ball, not yours, my ball. Lay it on me, Patrick.
Where's your next
Question.
trip to?
What was that, Denise?
Where will you go next?
Our next trip to? Well, we'd be tripping tonight later on, I'm sure of that. But after that, our trip, I can see south, south of San Jose, past Winchester House. I can see us going down to Central California to maybe not a hotel, but there is an Elks Lodge in San Luis Obispo. Yeah, baby. And we got to go see the ocean, and maybe we'll see the rider. Ghost Riders in the night? No, we're going to see the Wave Rider, but I am not going to give my soul up. I've watched too many of the Twilight Zones. Not going to happen on my ship. No, no, no.
I am going to put that link out there for those in costume who would like to join the costume party. So that
Anybody wants to join us?
Instead of a question,
Speaking of joining,
I have an answer
honey,
for
what,
you.
Patrick?
Instead of a question,
Patrick.
I have an answer for you, and you give me the question.
Is this Jeopardy?
See, I will. CC.
The answer is 4.
The answer is 4.
Yes.
4.
Think about the number.
I do. I have an answer. I
What's
have
more?
the answer.
What?
I am looking into the crystal ball, and I see the couple, Grace and Michael. Michael being the golfer, he in his sleep, and I come into the room and I hear he's a golfer. 4. And his wife, she likes to go to auctions, and she outbids me. 450, she says, 450.
You know, that's a great answer. But I was just thinking the number of times I get up to use the restroom at night.
Do you know why ghosts are so bad at telling lies?
No, why?
Because you can see right through them.
Ooh, yeah. By the way, Patrick does this. It's not for what you think. Nothing to do with prostate size. None of that. It's because he exercises. You know, some of us, we just there and just lazy, just sleep through the night. Patrick, look at him. He's a Marine. He is not Air Force. He just looks Air Force, but deep down underneath, this guy he's rock.
You have to get a ride from
He exercises.
I don't know. I call old age.
Oh. What do you think, Captain Jack?
I don't know.
Pretty soon, we should let some people come. Oh, go ahead.
I put out the link already for anybody that wants to come up, honey. Gracie, honey, would you
Yes.
stop taking my highlighted
Oh,
question
I'm sorry. Oh,
Get
you
your
want me to
hand
solo you, baby?
Then does it take to screw on?
Solo, baby, solo.
Oh my God. I got sweat beads coming.
How
Gracie
many
wants
men
to
does
know
it
how
take?
many men does it take? And my answer's gone again, Michael. How many men does it take to? Oh, to screw in the light bulb?
Is that for me?
Well, if the light bulb fits.
How many men does it take to screw up? The answer is none, because they cannot find the light bulb. They need their wife to find it around the house. This is the way it always happens for us. I'm sure most men is that way. We cannot find things. That's why we got married in the first place. Yeah.
That is a truism. I'm the one who has to find everything. So how many men does it take to screw in a light bulb? I am going to say none, because they can't find the light bulb.
We agree. That's why we have harmony.
Okay,
Grace,
so
I have a great spin on that joke. Do you know
Please.
how many psychiatrists it takes to change a light bulb?
how many psychiatrists?
Yes.
Wait. It has something to do with screwed, right?
No.
It only takes one, but the light bulb truly has to want to change.
Best one. You nailed it. Very good, Patrick. Go to the head of the class with that one.
What's the answer, Gracie? We still need to know how many men does it take to screw in a light bulb?
I think Tim got it right. The woman took over. They don't need no stinking man around.
So do you know how to fix a damaged jack-o'-lantern? Take him to the pumpkin patch.
That makes complete sense.
Wow.
Such logic.
Wow.
Should I get the gong now? Hold on.
Gong coming up.
Yeah, we need the tongue.
Oh my God. I had a wardrobe malfunction, I do believe.
Michael, don't you have a fortune to tell?
I've been telling fortunes is that you extra money for extra fortunes. I need some curry, man. What can you do to give me some curry, please?
Do your fortune. I'm going to go get my brush.
Oh, I see. She has some kind of a wardrobe malfunction or something is what's going on here. Maybe.
I have like sweat beads.
Maybe.
My.
Oh, look at it. We have somebody come up red. Look at you, honey, baby.
Wait.
She's looking hot tonight. Would you guys agree? Woo!
Red Riding Hood.
You sure are looking good. To walking in the spooky old woods with me alone. Ow! How are ya?
I'm good. I'm in a house.
Where are? Oh, you're in a house.
I'm
in Sticks and Bricks.
Yep, I'm in.
You up?
Who'd we lose?
North. Grace just went off. She's always fiddling with her wardrobe. You know how these things go sometimes.
Yeah.
So what gets you up that way? You're seeing family, right?
No, I'm at my home base. I'm at my friend's Gladys's.
Oh, nice.
Dog.
Good on you.
Yep. Taking a break. I got my potty fixed though. And my door locked.
Oh, you did tell us about your potty. Inquiring minds must know.
It was leaking a little bit when I flushed it. So it's kind of gross.
You had to take it off the seals and all that stuff and have a new seal.
I had some.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about stuff.
You wrote the check.
Gracie, thank you.
Yeah, we need a wolf now.
Gracie, thank you. We'll let those two have the top. They'd be on top. Very much. So what are your plans to travel next, Red?
Well, I decided I was going to go over to, I'm still probably going to go to Denver. But I decided to hang around here because I was kind of tired and burnt out and I need to plan more. And so I'm going to get going in January, probably to courtside. And so I'm going to hang around here and I have a lot of stuff to do. I need to renew my passport. I need to do my emissions test. I need to do my taxes. I have a lot of stuff.
That, yeah.
And so I I had a lot of mishaps, as some of you people know. Mulvaney calls me the kleptomaniac. And then now getting locked out of my RV though, that was not my fault at all. That was I was stressed in Georgia for other reasons, but my door closed and it locked on me. It's not supposed to do that. Everybody that has an RV knows that you're supposed to, it locks when you lock it with the key.
But wasn't there a
Yes,
miracle that came out of that?
A what?
A little bit of a miracle that came out of that?
Yes, it was a miracle because I already had met my neighbors and I knew them from 20 years ago. We went to the same church and we're in the same homeschool group. So it was really cool because it would have been a whole lot more stressful than it was. It was already, kind of stressful, but it would have been really stressful had I not already met them that day.
Well, I'm kind of weird because I'm one of those people who thinks that you are where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And as a perfect example of that, one night we were driving home from Lake Tahoe, and we're talking in a split second. I saw an exit and I almost passed the exit, but then I swerved to take the exit and yelled out, "I'm hungry." And right as I swerved, the 3 cars in front of me wrecked.
Wow.
So you are where you're supposed to be. So you never know, what's around that corner.
Exactly.
Did you know that once Grace, that she had 3 children, but once she had to swerve out of bed to avoid yet another child?
Oh my God.
Oops.
You know that I had my 5th child in order to hurry up my hubby to finish our house. And you know what? He's still not done. And she's 20 years old. She's 20 years old and he's still not done.
Well, isn't that like, as I recall, William Randolph Hearst, who had the Hearst Mansion, it spent over $1 million a year, which is like $1 billion, in post-Depression dollars, is that as long as the house was still being constructed, he didn't really have to pay taxes because they couldn't appraise it till it was completed. So maybe your ex is like, maybe he's one of those kind of guys. I'm not saying.
And you know what? I'm still, well, never mind.
Moving along, rolling.
Okay, so Gracie says that she can always trust a fortune teller who wears purple thingy on top of their gold hat. So to the man wearing purple, the purple thing on the purple thingy on the top of his hat, you have to maybe tell a fortune. Do you see anything in my future, maybe?
In your future? Oh, how far do you want to go into the future, Cleo? How far would you like to go?
1 month. 1 month into the future.
1 month into the future. I believe you are going to come across a turkey. There might be a turkey boy that is involved with this who will never really grow up, but you already have a turkey. So I guess that I do not know. I may see a trip coming in the future. What would you like? Give me more. Tell me what your lust, what you need, what you want.
Music in my future.
Music in your future. You have lots of music coming up. And I do believe it is a woman. She used to be quite rotund, right? Robust. Rubenesque, if you will. And I believe that you have some videos that you have got 1 million views on some of your videos from this lady. I think she is from England, Great Britain. I think her name starts with the beginning of the alphabet. The letter A.
Oh, I'm getting goosebumps.
Adele.
Adele, yes, Adele. I see her so clearly now. She's coming November.
Shh, don't say she's coming. Come on, go past that.
This is a rated PG channel.
I know. Go.
She's coming to an Alexa near you. Alexa. Copyrighted music.
I like it.
What about Colorado
That's
Martini?
the way I like it.
For Colorado Martini?
What?
Any fortunes for Colorado Martini, Michael? What do you see
For
in that?
Colorado, the Colorado Martini. She is breakthrough time. She is on the cusp. And I see in her future is that her videos are going to be knock it out of the park. Take me out to the ball game. Yes, I think she is going to be just getting some videos that are going to be, which she's already has many, but hot, hot, hot. She's, well, just ask Patrick. He can tell you.
Sorry, Tim made me laugh.
I predict she'll have a hangover tomorrow from the sugary drinks.
Too much sugar. Oh, yes. I know a joke about too much sugar, but I don't know if I should tell or not.
About sugar? You know a joke
about sugar. Yeah, too much sugar. The man, he is an accident, a terrible motorcycle accident. He hurts his face. He cannot eat orally. They try to give him intravenously. Still not good, so he has to have rectally. And so, well, Mr. Jones, what would you like? Chicken noodle soup. Did you say chicken noodle soup? Chicken noodle soup. Okay, and they gave him some in the enema tube, and so good, so good. And what would you like for something for a dessert? Would you like some tapioca pudding, or would you like some tapioca pudding? Tapioca pudding, yeah. They give him the tapioca pudding. And would you like a drink for dessert? Yeah, hot chocolate. Hot chocolate? They mix up the hot chocolate and they give it to him. And he's like, it's like, too hot? Too sweet. Wah, 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 wah.
I wonder what they would have done if he'd asked for pineapple.
Grace. Well done, Grace. Pineapple upside down cake. It's true.
So,
that made me a little hot there.
On that story that I wrote about Niles Canyon and the White Witch, I went to the cemetery. To write that story. You know why?
Why?
They have good plots there.
Agreed.
Good plot. Oh, I got to give you one there. That's a big and maybe a.
That was easy.
That was easy.
Twas.
So did anybody else also want to come up and join us? You're welcome. I think we could, do we have the link up here? I think we can pop up the link here, maybe. Yes, I think this link will do it. And, but Red, you look perfectly dashing tonight. So besides your next trip, anything else like at Quartzsite? Now you're going to be able to be there in January for the big meetups. You're going to get there after the holidays, or when will you be going?
I'm probably gonna. I was kind of gonna avoid the big crowds, but I don't want to get in trouble with Mom and Dad, aka Cargo Dan and Fox Van D. So I guess I need
yes.
To
We need to keep our eyes on you, baby.
Now, Michael, you have a wheel you're going to spin, yes? And when you're thinking about maybe
is it time for the giveaway? Yes, Red.
It's time for the giveaway.
So Cleopatra was
Red.
All my accents sound the same.
Red. You get the keyword. Do you want it to be red, or do you want another keyword for the contest? What shall it be? Your choice. Red it is. Okay, so I'm going to go over to another screen here with a little bit of luck. And I think that maybe the Wacom tablet, is that going to do it? Come on, baby. I need to get my Wacom. I'm going to have to get some eyeballs on here.
People have to put that word into the chat, honey?
No, not yet. They don't. It's not going to count yet.
Oh,
So
okay,
hold on
good,
just a
good.
minute. No reds yet. It won't count. You only need to do it once. You can do it 1,000 times. You only get one chance. So if I go to this screen, make myself so you can make sure that I am doing it away. So we're going to go in here and say the magic word is going to be red, uppercase, lowercase. I don't care. Start collecting. Start putting in the reds. I say we have 3 entries for red. This is going to be like Kevin, no mock experience. We have 3. Do we have 4? Do I want to have 4? So far we have 3. 3 so far. Come on, guys. We need some more typing in reds. Please type in red. Type in red.
I can still win,
we
right?
got
Type in red.
my dreams on wheels. We got red. Time for exploring. We got Ron.
Come on, reds. Oh, we got 11 entries now. They're coming in. We're up to 11 reds.
Come on, Colorado Martini. We got Mobang. Come on, get
This is going to be, by the way, for $20. If you want it on Amazon or you want it on PayPal, if you have one or the other, good. If not, maybe we see you at courtside. I don't know. But 14 entries so far. 14. We'll give it another 30 seconds. So far, 14 entries for red.
Yes.
I don't know. Has anybody typed 2, 3, 4 times? It won't matter. You're only going to get to be once. You know, these StreamYard people, they are pretty smart. I must say, they know what they're doing. They're only going to let 1 entry per person. I think we're maybe stabilizing at 14. We'll give it another 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6. I'm going to refresh the screen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 3s are going to be closing. And I'm going to push the draw button. I've never done this before. Pray for me that something happens. The names are getting spinning. They are spinning. They're slowing down, slowing down, slowing down. And the winner is Lucky Colorado new winner is Lucky Dog Productions. She who is most worthy of all, Sue Lucky Dog.
I can't believe you didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Kelly didn't see that coming.
Okay, Lucky Dog. Hoo-hoo.
Can't even see the computer screen. There goes my predicted future. Okay, so basically what Tim is saying, because I intercepted his thought wave.
Tim, after a couple drinks, I don't need to see the screen. I can feel the
He
screen.
is asking you for a fortune, Michael. Tim wants
But before we get to the fortune, Honey Bunny, Susan, I don't know, do we have her email address? I think it is on your website, Bob, and your website. So I think we have your email address. If not, we will get it. I do believe you are well known to us. So congratulations, $20. Woohoo!
Or you can send that email to Michael at CaliforniaTravelVideos.com, and then we can make sure
.com.
.com, right?
Do we want to see if we have any contestants now? People that they want to come on up and show us their wardrobes? Captain Jack, you must have at least a smile on. At least a smile you must be wearing.
Captain Jack must be wearing clothes.
Clothing, articles of clothing.
At least a little bit of clothing. You know, we are.
He's a scrapper, you know. Scrappers, they don't always do it the same way the rest of us would. So, okay, I guess that I don't know. We just have the 4 of us so far. So we'll give them maybe a couple minutes, and then if nobody else wants to come aboard, I could say they could send us a photo if they wanted to. I don't know if that would get. Well, they could send it to one of my other email addresses. If you want to send a picture, you're going to send it to this email address from this point. It's going to be bridge_hands Yahoo.com. Oh, okay. Man.
Get it now, Cleopatra.
It's really.
Send it around.
She's hot.
in here.
She's a hot mama.
So seriously, true story, no joke. I came out of the bedroom ready for our show tonight. Michael wanted to know where his wife was. And then he wanted to know how much time we had before she came back.
Uh-oh. Busted.
Can you bring yourself up in full screen? I see winner, 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 winner.
Who do you want up in full screen? Oh, me? More? Okay.
Yeah.
You want me to be the other me, not the winner. I'm no longer a winner. Okay, that. And you want me to go back to the dungeon? I'm going to go back to my dungeon here.
Bring back up.
Okay.
So do you like my new do? I had it done professionally. It's a good look, y'all.
Mine too.
Did you have yours done professionally as well?
Yeah.
Came in the mail.
If anybody did want to send up a picture of the Halloween costume, send it to bridge_hands@yahoo.com at that address right away.
Oh,
Sorry.
yes. Kenneth
Go ahead.
wants us to remember that Gina is with the grandchildren tonight, so she will not be doing a live stream. I do believe that Paula will still be going on at her usual time slot at 9 p.m.
Mm-hmm. Paula comes after that. And thank you for that, Kenny. Doing a great job. And I didn't see what Captain Jack had to say. He said, strategically placed banner. Yes.
Come on up with your strategically placed banner. And in the intro,
Nice costume.
I bring you another martini.
I think it would be appropriate. We have about 17 minutes left of this really show.
Okay, I'll be in the
But I want to hear a little bit more from Red and from Denise and from Patrick. I want to hear about what they want for Christmas. What do you want for Christmas, Red? What would you like? What would you lust? What do you need? Christmas. What's on your Christmas list?
What's on my Christmas?
Will you be thinking about it? Hold on. We'll come back to you. Patrick.
I want my Red Ryder BB gun, damn it.
Oh, Red Ryder BB gun.
Never got it.
Pew, pew, pew.
And you're damn right, I'll shoot an eye out with it.
So it sounds like you can go all night. You can go. You guys can go all night because nobody else is going.
I had a daisy, by the way.
But yeah.
Gina and Paula are going live. So.
I don't know. We're pretty old. I don't know if we can go all night.
Hey, you cut it out. Get a room, guys.
Kayla?
Remember that whole conversation you had?
No.
Hey, the
I'll
mic's
bring it.
on, guys.
Yes.
Camera's on.
She is mixing some toddies, I do believe. So how about you there, Miss Woman of Mystery, over on the other side of the screen with no longer having the mustache? What is on your Christmas list?
That's porn stash to you.
Yeah.
Where's my porn stash?
I left it in the bedroom, baby.
Okay, I'll wear that later.
No, I won't.
Okay, I isn't there a song about good vibrations? I think there is something about vibrations. So here's to, I think, apparently I was not well trained. I think Grace had something we were going to do a skit, but I do not remember what it is right now. So maybe with this, she can give me some tips. Here she comes. There she is. There she comes, just walking down the street. You guys know that one? Singing do-wah diddy diddy dum diddy do.
Walk like an Egyptian.
Walk like an Egyptian. You're right.
Like an Egyptian.
I like it. That's the way I like it.
Right?
Say what?
Am I supposed to use a shot glass?
Yeah.
You use whatever you want.
I can take a little bit of this.
I feel that measurements are underrated.
Okay, that answers a lot of questions.
A little bit of this.
Now we know how we got to it.
Man, baby.
Splash of this.
Splash it.
Yeah, make some more.
And a tiny bit of this.
I'll tell you what I want for Christmas, to get serious,
Yes.
is to see our oldest. We're going to see our oldest daughter, and we haven't seen much of her in the last 2.5 years. We hadn't seen her in a year, and COVID hit. And so we're all spending Christmas together, and so that's my Christmas present.
Is that will be at your place?
It's a pain in the ass, but I love her.
That's a
I shall return.
And she's where you guys are, except she's on the other side of the bay.
Oh, she's
okay.
Brentwood?
Huh?
Brentwood?
San Jose?
Yeah, she's out by you know where Antioch is?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's out in that area. She is
nice.
She's a teacher in Walnut Creek.
Okay, yeah, we know Walnut Creek.
Oh yeah. Used to live there?
No.
So are you coming out this way?
No, we're going to meet her in Santa Fe.
Oh, darn it.
So we haven't been there as a family since we lived there when the kids were young. And so we decided to, just go there for,
You have any videos that you haven't done in that area?
Yeah, I actually, if you only knew how much footage I have just waiting to put out.
Me too.
I film everything. I have for years.
Not everything.
I mean, I have footage that I put out that everybody's like, "Oh, you're there right now," and I'm like, "Yeah, maybe 3 years ago."
It's good for B-roll.
We're going to Taos.
Taos. Oh, do you know about Taos, Grace?
So we'll be doing.
Do you know about Taos?
And,
It's skiing that time of year. Tell us about Taos. They must know.
That what?
The elevation is about what, 7,000 feet?
It's almost 7,000. Santa Fe is actually
higher.
Santa Fe is like 7,200. And so,
after a couple of these, over 7,000.
Yeah, you can't drink too many of those. But we live at altitude.
No.
We're.
Oh, that's true. 5,000. Yeah.
Yeah, we're where we're at. We're actually more like 6,000. We're in the Boulder County area. We're not in Denver.
Okay.
So we're right at the base of what we call the Front Range here of the Rockies.
Mm-hmm.
And so, that's why we have put out so many videos about Rocky Mountain National Park and Estes Park. I can literally see Rocky Mountain National Park from my house. We're that close. We go to Estes Park for breakfast. We're so close.
Wow.
So, yeah, so that's why we always put out a lot of videos in that area. Everybody thinks we're in Denver, but we're not. And Denver's about an hour away.
We have got to
But
get
he
out
works there. He works in Denver every day.
That's a long commute. We don't have our sticker for Colorado yet. I'm hoping maybe that we have some time. We'll probably do like Utah or something like that between the Escapers Bash and Dee's Bash. We have about 4 days off for good behavior. So maybe we'll go up to Zion or something like that, or somewhere in Utah. They've got so many beautiful places.
Moab. Oh
Moab,
my God, my favorite place.
The desert draws me in.
I love Moab.
How far is that from Quartzsite, Arizona?
Quite a while.
What would that be from Quartzsite? Maybe
Damn hall.
maybe 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
It's about 4 or 5 hours from Flagstaff. So when I first left in my
Yeah.
RV here last year at Thanksgiving, and I went to Denver to see my son, I stopped in Kansas one night on the way, and then I got to Denver. And then after Thanksgiving, I went to Moab because it was like halfway, and I went to Arches National Park. It was halfway to Flagstaff where I was going to see my niece before I went to Santa Clarita to see my brother and his wife and my nephew.
You have been doing some serious traveling this year. How many miles have you put on your RV?
9,000.
Yeah.
Exhausted. I couldn't believe that. I keep saying I think that's wrong. And I think that's wrong. And I don't think it's wrong though.
It's
When I
not.
think about it. Cause I went, that way, and I was to California, and then I went up the coast and went to the Klamath River. And then I went to Oregon where I met you lovely people. And and I went to Troy's, and then we went to Crater Lake with Cargo Dan and Ron C and RVing with G. And then I went to Wyoming. Then I went back to, where'd I go? I went back to Denver, and then I went to New Mexico. Yeah, I went to Branson meetup. And I went to Michigan. I went to Georgia.
Tennessee.
To see my kids. Went to Tennessee. Yeah. So yeah, I went to see Roy and Becky on the way to
Michigan, Mayberry, anything that has an M in it. By the way, Captain Jack,
didn't go to
it's going to be
Mayberry,
better. Thank you.
We're about
that was the one I planned way far ahead, and Mayberry is the one I didn't make it to.
We want to do
Oh, that's
another,
true, yeah.
Another spin. But to lead us into that, because you said something, Tennessee and Georgia, and my mind, as it always does, goes to music. So we're going to have just a quick.
I was going to say sex.
No, it's always music.
Okay, another spin coming up if I can handle it.
I have a question for our panel, and you. Oh wow, it's ringing all by itself. It's kind of like ring my bell.
Oops.
It's haunted.
It is spinning.
Okay, so here we go. Put on your thinking cap.
Wait. Hold on. I'm not going to count this spin because nobody can see it, and it's not going to count unless everybody can see it. So I'm going to do a draw again, but I'm going to have to get the screen ready to change as I start the spin. So let's see. If I go over to the Wacom screen as it starts to go, come on. It's not going to the Wacom screen. I'm going to start
While
over.
you're gearing that up, can I finish what I was saying, please?
Oh, I thought you wanted me to start it. I'm so sorry.
While
My
you're
apology.
gearing that up, I wanted to do something here. Everybody's got their thinking cap on. We're talking about states. I am going to throw a state out there and hit the bell when you got a song. The state is Georgia.
On my mind?
Georgia.
Guys, the lights went out. Georgia.
How about Midnight Train to Georgia?
Sweet
That was the night
song,
the lights went out in Georgia.
Okay, who sung that?
On my mind.
Vicki Lawrence.
I thought it was Gladys Knight and the Pips. Huh?
Oh, that was Midnight Train to Georgia. Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
If you did come in late and you did not put in the word red, put in the word red now. If you put the word red in, you can put it in again if it feels good, but it won't matter. But we are going to spin in 15 seconds.
Wait.
14,
We
13.
didn't give them We didn't give them enough time if they want to still, if they've just come in. Give them a minute to put in the word red.
Yes, so put in the word red if you haven't. And I see Gracie Seeking Adventure put it in again. I think she had it before, but that is okay. So we're going to give you another 20 seconds to put in the word red in the comments if you have not already put it in, so to speak. Susan has got hers in there, and REDheaded Writing Hood has got hers in again. Yeah. And we're going to give it about 10 more seconds, and then we're going to go ahead and do the big spin. We are 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are drawing, and the numbers are spinning, spin.
What is it for?
And it is slowing down. I see Ron, Whoa, Michael, New, Run, Toph, Red, Fred, Lucky, Tim. Winner is S.I. 1962. What does 1962 mean? Can't be that his age.
He looks like a young man.
He's too young. Congratulations. I think we have somebody else who's going to come up in the house here with us. Hey, traveling with Nick B.
It's like a bank robber.
Hello from Amtrak.
Look at, he's got a costume.
Yes, I'm on
do?
a train right now
Say
heading.
that?
I'm on a train right now. Heading to Washington D.C.
Woohoo! Where from?
I'm near Rensselaer, Indiana, about maybe 2.5 hours southeast of Chicago.
Is that a costume or did you dressed for the Tennessee game?
No, it's a costume. What do you? Can't you tell what I am?
Waldo.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got some pumpkin colors, that's for sure.
Yeah,
So-
so I definitely wanted to come
Colorado.
up here as long as I had a signal.
Is it everything you
Oh, that is so cool. Thank you.
Yeah, this is train 3 of
Are you
20.
enjoying it?
Absolutely.
What did you have for dinner tonight?
I haven't had dinner, but I did have for lunch a really nice homemade lasagna in Chicago.
Oh, okay. Do you have the executive, don't you, the suite room where you can go downstairs and get the meal?
No, this is not
Not
out
on this
west.
one.
No, this one goes to New York
Oh.
City. This one is called
Okay.
an this coach is called an Amfleet. It's single level because the tunnels into New York City are not tall enough for those superliners, the double deckers. So I'm on my way to I'm on my way to DC, and then tomorrow I take an overnight train from DC to Boston, where I do have a sleeper.
So how much
Okay.
time will you actually get to spend in Washington, D.C.?
If I'm on time, about 4 hours.
Okay. And how close is the train to the Capitol?
It's like a stone's throw away.
Oh, that is so cool, because Michael and I, when we went there, we had to do this whole KOA, and then we had to take Uber, and
Yeah, I don't know if you guys ever heard of the Postal Museum in DC.
the Postal Museum.
Yeah, it's a Smithsonian museum. No, it's
Oh, yes.
It's a Smithsonian museum in DC about the post office. It's right next to the
Right.
train station.
Oh, beautiful.
So the only thing I want to do in DC for sure is I want to see the Lincoln Memorial lit up at night.
Oh, we didn't see it at night, but I will tell
Uh-huh.
you, even in the day,
Yeah, I've been to the Lincoln Memorial. It's beautiful.
yeah, there's something magical about that Lincoln Memorial. I mean, when I stood in front of it, I literally got chills up and down my spine. It was
Yeah, that's the conductor above me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but see, I thought it was Lincoln.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, you're gonna have a great time. It's spectacular.
Yeah, but no, it's awesome to check in with you guys. I'm having a blast, and for those of you that don't know, I'm doing this trip because in a couple of weeks I turn 30, and when I turn 30, I will be with Magnificent Germany with Darian down in Georgia. He's now picking me up in Savannah, Georgia. We're gonna video record. He's gonna record his first time going to the Savannah Amtrak station. And then I'm going to record the train coming in and getting off and meeting him for the first time so you can see both sides of it.
That's going to be fantastic.
Wonderful.
Are you going to spend any time in Savannah?
He's probably going to show me around. I'm spending the week of my birthday with him, and he's not telling me anything. He's going to leave it as a surprise.
Well,
I'm going.
Amazing. It's amazing.
Go ahead.
That you watch Colorado Martini's videos on Savannah. She's got some great tips on things you can do while you're there.
Absolutely. This guy, Darian's been there many times. I haven't, but he knows a lot of the ropes on it. But I'm probably going to lose signal here in a second. I just wanted to come up and say hi to everybody. And if you haven't seen my channel yet, I've been dropping a lot about my trip so far, and there's more to come.
Well, it is absolutely
Wonderful. Thank you for dropping by.
And Red, do you have
absolutely.
a poll you want to share with us this evening?
Good to see you.
Do you have
Okay, take care.
poll you
Bye-bye.
want to share with us this evening?
Yeah, I'll share the poem I was talking about. I pulled
Okay, let
it
me
up.
bring you up on a solo.
Oh no, I don't want to be solo. No, it's okay. I'll be solo. So like I said, that house, the Winchester mystery house, made me think of my ex because he didn't want to finish the house, and she had this thing like she was going to die if she finished the house or something. So this is called the Heartbreak Hotel. Leave it to me to see the analogy. I've been through the never finished
Tell him
home.
to send an email, so I typed it.
Like Cinderella trapped, a prisoner of her own device. Rapunzel in her tower of fear. I stepped through the door to nowhere. Now leaving crazy town, Florida, the land of fruit and nuts, the Heartbreak Hotel. They said, you can check out anytime you'd like, but you can never leave. So the devil wanted me to think. But the king held the key to my escape. If he sets you free, you are free indeed. I no longer follow, just lead. No matter how your heart is grieving, if you keep on believing, the dream that you wish will come true. And with all the nightmares, you will be through.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Wonderful.
I got to give a big standing ovation for that one. Red, thank you. You're always so thoughtful and so intimate. We really thank you for that. That is
Oh, thank you.
dynamite.
I always
That's great.
borrow, like it's not stealing. It's good.
No,
good writers
no.
borrow.
That's right. In fact, who was it who said that? There was somebody who was credited for that. I remember
Yeah,
Steve
somebody
Jobs
did say
had
that.
mentioned
I can't remember who
whoever
said
that
it.
was, but somebody who's a famous painter. Well done. So, do you guys have any questions or anything of us California travel video types, or any recommendations, or where we go next?
Right. Well, we're just about ready to sign out because our time is up. But again, we do want to remind people to join Paula at 9 p.m. and to join Gina the majority of Saturday evenings. And is there any other community announcements, honey?
I thought they announced on the screen that she wasn't going to be on, but they'll figure that out one way or another. And so
Gina is not on.
I'm trying to think
tonight.
anything. Yeah, I thought that Paula wasn't either. But anyway, I guess other than that, we thank you all so much for being here. And Denise and Patrick, you just always, man, can't wait to see you guys in the flesh, so to speak. You know, no, it'll be fun when we get a chance to see you. But I hope that
we're doing Ramona.
In fact, we just were talking to somebody about Ramona a day ago, and how, when we get down in Quartzsite, we're going to have to sneak over to, to San Diego and Corona area and Coronado area, that is. And although we wish we could be there during
Ramona, isn't it? Where's Ramona? Where is it?
It's okay. Hold on. I can't
Is it
think
in
of
Paris?
Which one? Paris?
Yeah.
No. Okay. I don't know right off the top of my head right now. But hopefully they'll be doing the play this year in May timeframe. And then Colorado Martini, because she's great at history and she's great at ghosts. And Helen Hunt Jackson, who wrote Ramona, is buried in Colorado. So we are going to
Colorado Springs.
Yeah, and we are going to do the best co-op video ever to tell Ramona's story.
Hemet.
That's it.
Hemet. And that's not San Diego.
Oh,
right?
Hemet. Yeah, my brother used to live in Hemet. No, Hemet's right by Paris, just south of San Bernardino, about 30 miles.
Yeah, I knew it was in like the Paris area. I just couldn't remember the name of the little
You were right. Gay Paris.
I failed as a Southern Californian.
Yes, you did.
You got it.
Well, we wish all of you a very happy Halloween. Be safe out there. Get more treats and you get tricks. And we look forward to seeing you next week. So we're going to go ahead.
Thank you, Red Deer. It's been fun.
Sign off on the live. Until
as always, happy trails to you until we meet again.
I need my
peace out. That's right. Take care, all. Thanks for being here. See you again next week.